Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, coming at you live from Germany for your Dead on Dave Live. And I mean it's your show tonight. It's all about you guys. Whatever news, stories, questions, comments, quips, quotes, anecdotes, whatever you got, that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to take calls through Discord. We'll go to Skype if we absolutely have to, but I think Discord should suffice. So Discord, the link is in the description box. We're going to eat some peppers if the donations come in. We're going to drink some medicinal sodas if the donations come in. We got a hell of a show tonight because there is some things that are on my mind that I do kind of want to snip off about, but I don't want to necessarily build an entire show around. So I'm going to bring up a couple of topics. This is going to be about you guys. Whatever you want to talk about, it is for you. And it's not at all because I couldn't think of my own show to do. Not even a little. I would never do that, ever. First thing we want to do is big thank you to After Dark Recordings, who donated $20 earlier. He meant to do it during my wrestling show earlier, but he had problems and it didn't go through. So thank you for that donation, good sir. And here is your medicinal soda that you requested. Get your timers on, kids. Here you go. You know it's going to be a good start. When we start like that, you know it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party tonight, suckers. We're going to have a good time. So, looking forward to it. Thank you for everybody who was here hanging out. Kirsty Graham, D-Rock, Hannah Ellery, Mark Prakash is here, Shadow Humor, all kinds of people. The Gaming Fault, Rodimus8 on Twitter. Will Dillon, you know him as. Floopity Flop is here. All kinds of people. Really appreciate you hanging out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. First thing I do want to talk about is a couple of little things. I just watched, literally 10 minutes ago, just watched the China trailer. Joni Lauer, the China, the wrestler. Absolute gut-wrenching. Absolutely gut-wrenching. This trailer, this documentary, it is going to rip our guts out. It is going to be so hard to watch because I think when it comes down to it, regardless of anything else that her legacy has been paved with, and she is an incredible story for so many different reasons, tragic is going to be the key word, and this is going to be absolutely tragic. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be so hard to watch, man. I am just, I don't know. Going to be interesting to see how that goes. So that's the first thing that was kind of on my mind today. Second thing that was on my mind today, Pokemon Go. Pokemon friggin' Go. The Easter event is over. It's finished. It's finito. It's done. It's Audi 5000. It's over. Well, it will be. No, it is now. Right now, as a matter of fact. Just ended. And I had such a good time with it. I can't even tell you how much fun I had with this. It wasn't even that good of an event. But, God, I was just chasing them eggs. Chasing them eggs. I just had a good time. So, kind of got people back out there playing. I saw a lot more people playing through this last week than I have in a while. That's a really good sign. Going into the summer, we should see a lot more stuff coming out. So it's going to be great. It's lots of stuff happening there. Third thing I want to touch on real quick. My Blackhawks. Oh, God. I know I don't do a lot of hockey, and I'm going to go as fast as I can because we do not want people to go away because that's what happens when you talk hockey too long. My Blackhawks might get eliminated tonight. I doubt it. I don't see the Hawks getting swept, but I am a little worried. The Hawks have been so flat. But you know what? The thing about the Hawks is would anybody really be surprised if they came back and won 4 straight? I mean, honestly, Jesus, no, nobody would. So that's kind of cool. And then staying in Chicago sports, Cubs are starting to play better. And the Bulls have taken 2 of 2, the first 2 games in the NBA playoffs against the number 1 seed, Boston Celtics. Probably the weakest number 1 top seed ever in the history of basketball. But still, number 1 seed, 54 games they won this year. Not a slouch by any stretch. But the Bulls have taken the first 2 games off of it. And it makes my nipples. Look, I love basketball. Some of you may not know about me. I absolutely love basketball. Hate the NBA, love basketball. So that's on my mind. I got all of these things just racing through my head right now. So that's basically why I'm not doing anything. I didn't want to do another show on the Daddy 05 thing. I just didn't. This story is so disgusting. The story is so repugnant. And it's getting worse by the moment. I'll tell you, man, I said something earlier, yesterday, I should say, that I believe even more today. Phil DeFranco made his career with this story. Phil DeFranco's career, his life is about to change because he's unquestionably the most trusted man in YouTube news, and I think he's going to cross over to mainstream. He will get his own news channel, guaranteed, get started now because all the stuff that he was able to accomplish with this story. I mean, the way that he presented it, the way that he did it, he got to take the moral correct side of it, but at the same time, he still, every step of the way, even after they blamed him for all of their plight, this family blamed Phil DeFranco for everything that was happening, which is insane. Phil still offered a measure of control, a measure of the other side. That's why I love Phil. I love Phil DeFranco, and I have for a very long time. Just absolute class act. Class act 100% all the way. And he's good at what he does. He's entertaining. He's funny. He's informative. He's got a very good team around him. And he has crushed this story. And he has crushed other news people inadvertently. Didn't mean to. Wasn't his intent. But everybody else has fallen by the wayside and showed the cracks in their armor, while Phil DeFranco has shown why he is the gold standard of YouTube news. So couldn't be more happy about that. I have read that the Daddy 05 guys went ahead and basically deleted all their videos. They put them on private, actually. Same thing. I mean, it's absolutely insane. The whole situation is just... His tweet about removing all of the videos actually made me angry. I'm sitting here on my couch and I read this tweet and it said something to the extent of, "Sorry guys, deleted all of our tweets. All of the fake videos are not worth the damage it's causing the family." I almost, if there would have been a baby in front of me, actually I know this is ironic, had there been a baby in front of me, I would have punched it. I was so friggin' angry. So friggin' angry. My God. I couldn't believe that this guy said that. I couldn't believe that he tweeted this out. Look, once again, I'm not an expert. I'm not. But I did grow up in a very abusive household, verbally especially. The physical stuff happened as far as my mom like throwing books at me and shit and hitting me for stupid reasons. But the verbal stuff resonates with me because I catch myself being on the verge of insanity with my own family, and I always try to walk it back. There's a problem here. Whether or not this quantifies or qualifies to you as child abuse, it's irrelevant. All that really needs to be done is a full investigation by the state needs to happen, and that's it. Everything else with YouTube, all that, that's who gives a shit. They need to be done with YouTube. They need to be finished. And I'll tell you something else. All the stupid bullshit that has come before with PewDiePie and all these fake news things that have happened that didn't really friggin' matter. Let me tell you, YouTube has a real problem now. Because the fact is, these guys that have used what I think a large amount of the viewing population, except for the 775,000 subscribers that they garnered over the past however long they've had the channel, they view this as some form of child abuse. There's something wrong here at the very least. I think most people can agree on that. YouTube has not only allowed it to continue to grow, to be on the platform, but be monetized when everybody else around is getting demonetized. And I'll tell you, I thought Phil DeFranco is the guy who actually popped this story. Apparently, Pyrocynical covered this shit months ago. But because Pyrocynical is a comedian and he's not a news source, nobody paid attention to it. Nobody paid attention to it. I've been on YouTube as a creator for coming up on 3 years. I've been watching YouTube for about the same amount of time. I didn't really care about YouTube beforehand. But I've never heard of this family. I've never heard of this channel. I didn't know it existed. No idea. No idea. It's just, it's unconscionable to me. This whole, how that many people could watch this without saying anything, without saying a word, without complaining to somebody higher than just saying in the comments section. I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it. And that's why I can't damn this family too much other than saying, wow, this is a really scummy thing to do to your children. But we absolutely need some sort of investigation. And hopefully we're going to find out that something happens with that. But the bigger story, like I just alluded to, is the fact that all the PewDiePie fake news and all that was one thing. Now YouTube's got a problem because Wall Street Journal, guarantee you there's a story cooking on this. If they haven't already released it, I guarantee you there is a story already being written on this. And if they don't, somebody else is going to. More people are going to write stories on this, and this is what they are going to use to really hit YouTube hard. Because if you thought that very questionable jokes were turning away advertisers, the fact that YouTube has been monetizing this family that can easily, there's a hell of a lot less of a jump from what we're seeing to the idea that it is actual some form of abuse than it was for the PewDiePie jokes about Hitler. You know, it's a much smaller gap. People are going to pounce on this like fucking hyenas, man. I mean, it is absolutely insane how bad this could really go for YouTube. If you thought that advertisers were staying away before, wait until what happens now. Wait until it happens now, because this is going to get even more out of hand, even more out of control. All right, I'm going to shut up now. That's all I really had. Let's go to you guys. It's your show. This is your show today, your stories. You want to talk about Daddy 05? Hit me with your stories. You got other news that you would like to bring up? You got stories? You got some jokes? You got something that you want to say? You got questions for me? Whatever you got, now's the time. Let's go to Discord. Hopefully there are people in waiting to call. There's one, Will Dillon, because he is the only guy who really cares. My man, my friend, Rodimus8 on Twitter. Gaming Fault here on the YouTubes. Will Dillon. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, dude. Is this actually a touch on, like, the story you were saying? Now, the last night I know people were talking about it. Today, that's me just basically read up on the Daddy 05 thing.
Yeah.
And what I don't get now, not try to get too much like personal into myself, Dave. I had a abusive upbringing, and it was from my dad. So thank God he's away from my mum. He has nothing to do with me and my brothers.
Right.
Because it messed my youngest one up. But even if that's a joke, how can that be? How can people take that as a joke? How can people find that entertaining? That's what I just don't get.
Look, the one thing, it's hard for me to damn the viewers for watching stuff like that, because there is some serious crazy things that get followships. I mean, followings.
Yeah,
it's just like, even more extreme than that. I think because, and this goes back to something that I've been quoting a lot lately, the age of spin, said by Dave Chappelle recently on a comedy special, which I think is one of the most brilliant things that I've heard, especially the way that he explained it in a very long time. People are inundated with so much information and so many different forms of entertainment now. People don't know what's real anymore. They don't know how to react to things, it seems like. And they don't know what the appropriate measure is of reaction to anything that they see. There's so much shit that's faked. All of these goddamn YouTubers out there that, yeah, their careers end up getting screwed when people find out that their content is officially fake. But most people are fans of them because they feel like it's like professional wrestling. Nobody's actually getting hurt. It's still a form of television, right? So it's on YouTube, so there's no way that these kids are actually being abused. Somebody has to be checking in, right? That's the only thing that I can give as far as a justification for the viewers. Because that's what I would do if I was into any type of that sort of content, I suppose, especially if I'm younger. But I really don't have a better answer than that because I don't get it either. I've never even heard of these people until this shit happened. So I don't know. It's so strange to me. It is absolutely so bizarre.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, when I seen leaks of, I watched Tommy yesterday, and I didn't quite understand what has happened, and obviously I can see how he was reacting.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you say, it was same to myself today when I was reading it, and I was like, holy shit! But it's like you said, it's now you draw the line where it's like, right, is it real? Is it scripted? YouTube has got a massive problem, like you said. If you think PewDiePie making racist jokes is bad, this is now,
YouTube's in trouble. Maybe the party wasn't over. Maybe there was going to be some form of recovery. Let me tell you, when this story really starts to get wheels, because remember, all the PewDiePie stuff that ended up really garnering stuff, that was months old. A lot of the stuff, a lot of the videos were weeks and months old. Give this a couple of weeks. This is going to get legs and it's going to get really nasty. This could be the format changer for YouTube as far as like everything's going to have to change from this point. And it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect each and every one of us who creates on YouTube. It's going to make YouTube absolutely impossible. And here's the thing. Not only is it going to make it impossible for YouTube to continue on the way they were, any other streaming service in the world, anybody who thought that they were going to be able to come up in the ashes of the fallen YouTube, no. Because this is going to go on in other platforms. Stream Me, whatever. I guarantee you, if you scour any of those services, including Twitch, you scour them, you're going to find some repugnant shit. It's just the nature of the beast. People are awful. People are awful.
That's the world we live in now.
People are awful.
I mean, I seen in the chat, I think it was Kirsty who put in the chat, it looks like it's actually came over to the BBC News. I think they've aired it today, it looks like.
Which is not a shock, by the way.
So I'm not surprised. I've not even checked Sky News. I usually go with them, but I've not seen it on that yet. So it's big trouble for YouTube now.
Yeah, I'm not even shocked that BBC's already on it. They've been kind of hip to this whole situation. A lot sooner than a lot of other sites. So that's not a big shock to me. It's pretty insane, this whole thing. It really is. It makes me sick. It makes me sad. It's like not only for the children, but for like everybody involved. You create the platform. Everything, because people are so fucking, I don't know what the right word is. They're not self-aware. They're too self-aware. They're so self-righteous. They're oblivious. I don't know what the proper wording here is, or they simply don't care. To be able to upload some of the stuff that goes on to YouTube and be personal. Look, it's one thing for like a disgusting deviant to upload some form of child-related pornography that has nothing to do with them because they know people will watch it and they're trying to capitalize on the YouTube algorithm, whatever. That's one thing. But to have a personal attachment to the videos that you are placing on YouTube, that's a different thing altogether. When you are putting your family up there with questions, look, I've had a hard time watching some of these montages of the most repugnant things that have happened in this family. I mean, like, when that father is screaming at the kid who's filming, that's not even one of the physical parts of it.
That's what upset me, dude. That's what upset me, is because that's like something I grew up with.
It's terrifying.
Really bad.
Terrifying to watch.
And it's hard to like we're saying, it's like, where do you bracket this? And it's so hard, and it's like, I believe social media has just became too easy with certain things. Like you said, you had that person, was it Ohio? It recorded the murders. Yeah. I just don't get people, dude. I really don't. I just don't get it.
You know, I think this all comes down, and I did a video on this when I first started YouTube. It was all about having respect for the ease of things. We live in a society now where everything, and most importantly, knowledge, is so easily attainable and so easily accessible that we've lost respect for it. The fact is, there was a time where you had to actually retain knowledge. You had to go to libraries. You had to study. If you wanted to know something, you wanted to be an adult and have conversations and sip your brandy in a room and talk about world politics and shit, you needed to be informed. You needed to go research. You needed to actually put in some legwork. Now, you don't need to do that. If you have a phone, you have instant access to every fact that essentially has ever happened in the span of the world. It's there instantly. You don't have to remember it, and you don't have to work for it. So inherently, when something is that easily attainable, you lose respect for it. You lose appreciation for it. It doesn't mean as much to you anymore because it's so easily attained. And it's the same thing with forms of entertainment. Fact is, there was times in our lives, some of us are old enough to remember, that there were only 3 or 4 channels growing up. Cable was much more expensive. Satellite was an ungodly luxury that sometimes you would go over to your friend's house because they had channels that only you could dream about. Now, there are packages tailor-made to every person's lifestyle, and not only can you find it on your television and you don't have to gather around the TV once a week, now it's on your phone. Wherever you go, you could flip on a video and be on a train, in a bathroom, masturbating, in a church stall, masturbating, on a plane, masturbating. I mean, you could be all these places with the phone and instantly have access to not only information, but entertainment in a way that we've never had before. The closest thing was with radio, with music, with Walkman, because that was instant accessibility. And then what happened? People started taking advantage of it. People started abusing it, ripping off cassettes, making bootleg CDs. I mean, it's just, when you get something that's so easily attainable, you instantly, or over time, I should say, lose respect for it. Yes, I ate that, and I'm sorry. I had a migraine, and I felt like chocolate was the only thing that would help. I'm really sorry about that. I haven't had chocolate all week. I haven't had sugar in a while now. And I got this 5-alarm. I'm sorry I ate your egg. I love you, though. How was your day? You fell down the stairs again?
Oh.
My wife did you break the phone again? Did you break a second phone? You're walking in the house, so that means you are okay. I'm worried about your technology. Well, that's all right. How's that? Well, let me see. Well, let me see it. Put it on the camera. Maybe there's a doctor here. Maybe someone can help you.
Nobody wants to see my fat grandma.
You do got a big fat grandma elbow. That's true. Varicose veins.
That's where I hit it, but it hurts all around. And when I bend and
ice it down. It is radiating heat. How does it? Can you move your hand? You will. Ice it down. Take some Ibo. Drink some water. The water is just a military reaction. Probably won't help you at all. But if it hurts tomorrow, go to the doctor. The wife's okay. I don't know. What else you got for me, Mr. Dillon?
That's all I've got, dude. Thanks for taking my call, as always.
No problem, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm going to take some other calls. Make sure you guys get up in here. Thanks, Will. You have a good night, pal.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, dude.
We are taking your calls in Discord. Get up in here. This is your story, your show. all what you guys want to talk about tonight, get up in here. I want to hear from you guys. By the way, we got 2 donations from the same guy. We did the first medicinal soda chug earlier. We're going to do a second one now. If you guys want to keep the medicinal soda or even hot pepper train going, go ahead and donate to the channel because YouTube ain't paying me shit no more. It wasn't paying me much to begin with. Oh, speaking of which, there's a donation. Thank you. I didn't have to beg. Oh, $1. D-Rock donated $1. You ate your wife's chocolate? Dead man walking. Dead man walking. Yeah, I did. Oh, well. It happens.
She traded that for me for the chips.
I understand. Well, she traded you other stuff too, and you ate the other stuff.
Yes.
And there's still more stuff that you can go get. I don't care about your period. Maybe I should. All right, let's take another caller, and we're gonna drink this medicinal soda for that. Thank you for your donation, by the way. Kirsty Graham, unmute your microphone. Kirsty Graham, she went away. Why did she go away? Kirsty Graham. Kirsty Graham, are you here, Miss Kirsty Graham?
Hello?
Kirsty?
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello, sorry, I was trying to mute you, but my laptop took an absolute spaz attack.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Tell me what you got.
yeah.
I'm gonna chug this medicinal soda while you tell me what you got.
I was just wanting to phone in about the Daddy of Fives thing because it came on the BBC News today. I tweeted you the link so that you can see it because it has already gained traction over here. I just don't, and like, physically I was the same as you because I refused to go to their channel because I know some of the videos have been taken down and put on private now, but I refused to let them get ads or money off of my views, so I only watched Philip DeFranco's videos on it, and even just the clips that he put together, it was horrific to watch.
It's horrific.
Like, and even his like defense of like kids fighting stuff, I was like, yeah, kids fight, but when me and my brothers fought when I was a kid, my dad was coming in and breaking us apart and putting us in separate rooms. He wasn't filming it and making money off of it and then rewarding us for it.
Yeah.
It's the psychological backwardness of it. It's telling the kids that this is normal and that this is okay. And even like the little boy Cody, oh my God, like just seeing him cry and get so angry, all I could think is one day this little kid's going to snap and then it'll be like, oh, well, we never seen this coming. No, you really should have. Your kid's telling you that he hates you because of what you're doing to him. How can you not see that that's abusive?
Yeah, there were 2 major things personally that got to me. One was obviously the slap video where they're getting them to slap each other. That's a fight club. You could paint it any other way you want. That's a fucking fight club. It is. And it's repugnant. That's enough right there to get your kids taken away. And I'd be surprised if they don't. There's no defense of that. There's no faking that. He slapped her. She cried. That's it. It's game ender. The other thing is Cody. Cody's the most important thing in this because Cody is actually, I believe, only one of their kids. It's the father's from another relationship. So there's some extra craziness that goes in with just that situation. But Cody's the most different of all the other kids. He's redheaded, he has glasses. He's obviously a little bit different than the rest of the kids. And he is the clear and consistent target of everybody else in that house.
Yeah.
If there is one form of clear-cut abuse, it would be with Cody. And it breaks my heart seeing some of this stuff. It really is.
And I work in care, so I've had to do like some psychology training and like some noticing certain patterns and behavior. And any of these that we notice, we have to like report and record and tell the appropriate people. Obviously, the appropriate people for him's meant to be his parents. But like when they were saying like that he was different and stuff, I was like, well, of course he is. He's one of the younger ones, so it's affecting him more because he doesn't have any other experiences and memory contains. But when they said that he was like putting feces on the wall and stuff, that's like, it's a way for people to regain control.
Yes.
Like I've had service users and stuff who have like done similar things, and then it's turned out like there was abuse from other workers and stuff who are now in jail, thank God, and can't go into too much detail, but those types of things are clear and obvious cries for attention. and for it to be happening to a kid, and it's his parents causing it.
I'm going to make a prediction here, because I think something's going to happen. And it's not going to be what everyone's expecting. I got a feeling they're not going to lose their kids over this. I got a feeling that most things are going to be okay. Watch within the next month, they're going to be on Dr. Phil. I just have a feeling. Yeah. I just got a feeling that's where this is going to go. I just have a feeling. And
that's the thing, because it's a social media story. It will be dragged through the media the same way that the Catch Me Outside girl was. This like the same way loads of these stories, like Honey Boo Boo and stuff. Mm-hmm. It will all be dragged out for our.
You look at Honey Boo Boo. That is the Honey Boo Boo got the whole family is now like Kardashian rich, you know, because of this situation. Because it's unconscionable to me. I don't see the appeal. I don't get it. I felt like just watching the first few videos of that little girl the first time, I was like, why is someone not how have they not lost their kids over this? Because something is wrong in this family. It just never seemed right about it. And then just more, I holla for $1. All these things that she found. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable to me. But that was probably the most tame. Now we're getting the Catch Me Outside girl, who is, I mean, that mother is... wow. She fights her daughter. I mean, there are videos now.
Physically fights her.
Actually fighting, and it's recent, where they're getting in the fist fights, and all the while they're cashing checks. As her 13-year-old daughter, I think she might be 14 now, is in music videos for rappers and all of this stuff. I just don't get it. It's absolutely insane.
To think that my dad wouldn't let me go out with my friends after a certain time, but these parents are letting their kids.
Ooh. What was your curfew? Because I bet I beat it. What was your curfew?
Up until I was 16, it was 9 o'clock, and then after that, it was 10:30.
Let me tell you, my mother, up until I was 16 years old, this is one, I'll call my mom to even confirm this, 16 years old, in Las Vegas, where the sun never goes down, especially in the summer. My curfew was 4 p.m.
Wow, dude.
4 p.m. Yeah.
That's so straight in after school, basically.
Yeah, like basically 2 hours after school, I was in. So I got to go play some street football, and then I went home. It was insane. All right, Kirsty, I want to take some other callers. You got anything else for me there, gorgeous?
No, man. I really fucking the situation really just pissed me off, and because you were talking about it, I was like, I'm going to chime in.
Well, hopefully it's not going to all be Daddy 05, but we'll see. All right, take it easy, Kirsty.
You too, man. See you later.
Right. Let's bring in Road Warrior. Road Warrior 627. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
How you doing today, Dave?
What's up, buddy?
Good. I want to actually change topic here and talk a little bit of baseball today.
I knew you were going to talk baseball. I don't even want to talk fucking. Nobody wants to hear about baseball. Nobody wants to hear about baseball. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. What do you got?
Well, I was just gonna the one rule change that they had this year that I wanted your opinion on, and then possibly even some future things. What do you think about the no pitch intentional walk?
I don't care.
I just want to know.
Honestly, I don't care. It would have been fine with me had they kept it. It doesn't. It's scientifically, the people ran the numbers. It takes about maybe 2 minutes off the game. It's not a big deal. There's so few intentional walks. I think the analytics pointed out that it was like once every 16 games there's actually even an intentional walk or something like that. It's not a big deal. It's not a huge thing. It's baseball, once again, doing the wrong thing if they want to actually mess with the game. It doesn't matter to me either way. I feel the fact that you got to throw 4 intentional or four pitches like that, I always thought was ridiculous. But every now and then someone would airmail one, so there was consequence to it. So
right. That was kind of my point. Like, you take away that potential factor for things happening. I know it's extremely rare happen, and it could impact the game. Also, next year, actually this year, they're experimenting possibly in the minor leagues with putting runners on first and second base to start extra innings. What do you think about that?
They might mess around with that. That'll never become an actual rule.
I know. I pray to God That's I understand.
Yeah, that's a stupid rule. All right,
one of the
that's
stupidest
about all the
ideas.
baseball I want to talk about.
No, that's absolutely fine. That's all I had for you, Dave.
All right, buddy. I might bring back a baseball show. If anybody ever watched the baseball shows, I would have kept doing them. But 9 people watched them, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In a valuable time slot that I had it into, I was so mad because I wanted that show. I wanted Touch 'Em All to succeed, but just nobody gave a fuck. And I loved that show. God,
I
had so
loved
much
it
fun.
too.
I had
I
so
loved
much
it a
fun with
lot.
Huffman. But I'll tell you this: when the Cubs go back to the playoffs this year, I will be going to the playoffs once again, doing the live reactions because it's Cubs. So
Yeah, and you'll still get all those haters that say, "Where's the freaking game?"
right.
And can you not read that it's a reaction?
People are stupid. Thanks,
All right,
Roy.
thanks a lot. Yes, thanks a lot, Dave. Have a good one,
buddy. Peter Griffin, I swear to God. I know he's from New York, but Jesus, that kid sounds like Peter Griffin. All right, so we're going to open up to Skype now. Skype is open. David Vancura on Skype, DAVIDVANCURA. And of course, the number 702-751-2902. Call on in. Call on in. We'll take calls there. We'll also take calls in Discord. Mr. Irish is waiting. I'll get to him in a moment. I did see a couple callers on Skype, so I do want to get them. So we'll do that, and then we'll go back. Somebody said earlier, talk about Aaron Hernandez. It's such a weird story, the entire Aaron Hernandez saga. Convicted of murder. Now he's killed himself after getting away with another murder. He's not getting away, but being acquitted. It's a weird thing. The timing of it made no sense to me, so I was like, what the hell's going on with it? Now a lot of people are putting out conspiracy theories and more information is coming out. I got to be honest, at the end of the day, the football stuff means absolutely nothing to me. I'm glad that a potentially, and I think most of us can agree, bad guy is off the fucking planet. That's really all that matters to me. I have no sympathy for the situation. Maybe that makes me a bad person, but I really don't care. All right, let's take another call. I think it's Hannah Ellery. 517. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hi, Dave. Yeah, this is Hannah.
What's up there,
I'm
Hannah?
sober. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about that Daddy of Five family or whatever.
God, why?
I'm sorry, live with it.
But we
because I'm a mother.
You're
okay.
gonna say the exact same
okay,
things
fine.
that
What do you
everybody
want to
else
talk
is.
about?
I don't know. Go ahead. It's your show. Go ahead. What do you got?
Well, no, my show was last time. Do you want to talk?
No.
How are you, Dave?
I'm fine. Talk about what you want to talk about. I was kidding. Relax.
Oh no, I haven't. I figured that was the topic. I usually need a base topic to go, off into
go ahead. Hit it. Tell me what you got.
Land. Well, firstly, my real name is Kim.
Oh, okay. Well, you got Hannah. I don't know.
But yeah, well, everybody's used to calling me Hannah, so when they find out my real name, it's like, well, that's an ugly name. Well, bite my ass. I like my name. But anyway, getting back, I just when I watched Philip DeFranco's show, and it was okay that when they spilled the ink, the dad was like, "What did you do?" or whatever. But then that mother chimed in, who I wanted to scratch her fucking eyes out.
Yeah.
She's what a loudmouth sack of suet. I mean, she's disgusting. And when they slammed Cody's head in that on that shelving,
yeah,
that did it for me. And of course, Phil showed today the girl getting slapped. Yeah, Dr. Phil, definitely. I mean, I know that it's bad, or foster homes are bad and stuff like that, and they could probably get it worse there, but, it's just Cody's acting out. Cody is totally acting out, and you can tell he's frustrated, and
the thing is, all of that's hearsay. I understand that there's a lot to go off of, but to me, saying things like that over and over doesn't really accomplish much, and I'm not trying to minimize anything. The reality is none of us know exactly what's happening. I understand.
That's true.
This seems fairly cut and dry, but the fact is these guys did last for a long time, and 750,000 people watched them without ever really reporting. Now, Could it be that all 750,000 people that subscribe to that channel and the millions of people who watch their videos are morally bankrupt? Sure, they could be, but I doubt it. And that makes me believe there's probably more to the story. And I'm not trying to make any excuses for this family at all, but I do know that at times there are situations that can take on a life of their own way, and everything can be out of context. Everything can be misconstrued. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but what I'm saying is I don't know anything. I know what it makes me feel, but until somebody who is an expert, who knows the law of that state, who understands child psychology and actual psychology better than I ever could, gets in there and investigates this family, I can only say so much. You know what I mean? I'm only comfortable with saying that's just, call it a cop out.
Well,
I don't really care. It's just
threatening
like,
to sue or whatever. So
they can't sue anybody. They can
they
barely
can't.
work a fucking phone. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no kidding. They make me sick. You know, they remind me of just like people that live like in the hills of BFE, you know, that, you know, I don't know about you, but I grew up with a belt and a switch, like, and a shoe. I mean,
my
I was
mom liked
born
to
in
throw
1968.
phone books
So,
at me,
yeah.
so yeah.
Oh my God. My mom would make my best friend Stormy, yes, that was her name, go and get a switch off the tree so she could make me do the little dance in the front yard like somebody's shooting at your feet. And my friend would go over and she'd get like half the tree. I said, Stormy, you know, that's just crappy. You know, just, she goes, here you go, hands it to my mom. Mom's making me dance out in the front yard.
Hannah, that's
but I
a
was a little
fascinating
shit.
story.
I deserved it.
All right, that's a fascinating story. I'm going to get to
okay,
another
let
caller.
somebody else go.
All right.
All right. But I just wanted to tell you, hey, I'm sober.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you're sober, Hannah. You have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Talk to you later, Dave. Bye, Ru.
Can you do me a favor, babe? Can you make sure that my internet's off on my phone? Because I hope that's not what I thought it was. Well, all right. Just wait then. Let's bring in, for some reason, calling for a second time today, Tommy NC 2010. You're live with Dead on Dave. What do you got?
Well, you know, the answer, the subject you're talking about, this whole thing about this kid situation.
I'm not talking about anything. This is a viewer question thing. Anybody can talk about what they want. That's not the subject of the show, but go ahead.
Well, I really want to give my opinion on the subject you were talking about earlier. I think people on YouTube should really stop trying to boss these parents around if they are acting, and I think that Keemstar is wrong for trying to say, oh, we should have the kids yanked out of this house.
Tommy, wait. Tommy. Even if this was acting, which there is no indication that they are, those slaps are real. Those kids were getting hit by each other. Those kids were getting pushed. That's not fake. Even if it was, these are children, Tommy. These are not paid professional actors. And even when child actors are in the actual business, they have advocates. There are people that are designed, they don't always work, but there are people that are designed to protect them. It's like, I don't know where you were going with this, but I'm very worried about what you were about to say next. If you want to continue, please continue, but I'm very worried about what you're about to say. These are kids, Tommy.
Yeah, I know they're kids, but there's, a benefactor that, I don't know. It's just,
I'm looking out for you here because I understand you're an entertainment guy. So I understand where you were going. I think I understand where you were about to go. I don't know if it's applicable in this situation. If there's a big difference, stop raising your eyebrows at me. Nobody can see you, you weird fucking human being.
That's so sexy eyebrows, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. No, I don't, because it's not true. If that was Alicia, it really needs to get checked. Can you please check that phone? Huh?
I did check your phone.
You checked my phone. What was it?
Just a supercard thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So It's just like these are kids. They're not child actors. And even if it was fake, it could still be child abuse, Tommy. I'm not saying that it is. What I'm saying is Keem flip-flopped on this entire situation a couple times, and he's ended up having to apologize profusely for it. There's a lot of people who've gotten this story wrong. There's a lot of people who've been on the opposite side of it that have now had to change their mind. There are people who are trying to act in the best interest of the entire family, but they were doing so without all the information. None of us are experts. The state needs to investigate. There's certainly enough in those videos to dictate that. I'm not saying that the kids need to be yanked from that home. That's not what I'm advocating. I don't think many people are. And if they are, they're ignorant because they don't know the laws. They don't know exactly what's going on in the situation, but someone needs to investigate. And I think that is really where you're supposed to put it.
Yeah. Well, the parents, they do have a responsibility to raise their kids the right way. And, I do debate on them doing this ridiculous game. And if you think about it, okay, wait a minute, you're playing a game. If you don't flip the ball the right way, you smack somebody. Well, in that hand, you're putting it in a kid's hand to hurt somebody else as a girl. Like the father at that point should have edited that part out when his son.
Well, that was the whole point of the game. That was the whole point of the game. And it was done for a shock value to get views. That makes it even more disgusting. I mean, to have a game like that, to just have your kids do it is one thing. To film it is another. To upload it for the sole intention to get money and views off of a social media platform is indefensible. There is no defense for it. There's each level of stupidity that we go through. It's like, okay, the first level of stupidity is just organizing something like that with your children. The second level of that is saying, hey, I'm going to film it. And the third and ultimate level is to not only upload it to YouTube, but monetize it, especially during a time when everything is being scrutinized, where everything is being hammered down on. I mean, the level of stupidity here is incredible. Incredible. Hey, Tommy, I appreciate the call. You got anything else for me, bud?
Let me think here. Now, why do you think, here's a question. Why do you think that they are keeping Gay Wyatt on SmackDown, by the way?
They're not. He's on Raw.
But why are they still putting promos up against, my question is, why are they still putting promos up against Randy?
Because they got to finish the storyline. They had that match was already in place, so they got to finish the match at the next pay-per-view. They're doing it at a Raw pay-per-view, by the way. So they're just finishing
well,
it out.
Here's the problem. The problem I see there, if Bray Wyatt wins that match, you know what happens? The World Heavyweight Championship goes over to Raw. Why would they do that?
No, it's already been shown that if Bray were to win, he would actually go back to SmackDown. But don't worry, wrestling's fake and he's not winning. So you're okay. Crisis averted. Woo!
Remember always, folks, subscribe to Dead on Dave and remember to buy some of his awesome shirts, his Dead on Dave shirts. And remember always, Dave loves his hugs.
I do love my hugs. Dave the good kind of hugs. Only good kind of hugs.
What's a bad hug?
When you're not touching my penis. That's a bad hug. If there is not at least the back of your hand on my penis, I really don't want the hug. So I'm just saying, just keep that in mind for all future hugs, okay?
So you mean when somebody gives you a hug and then they slowly lower themselves down your body?
I don't need it slow. I need it just right up in there, all right? Take it easy, Tommy. I appreciate the call, buddy. Tommy NC 2010, everybody. Take it easy, pal. So there you go. There was Tommy. Oh, I feel like I needed to look out for him a little bit. Wasn't sure where he was going to go there. I wanted to make sure that it didn't go to that bad of a place. So that is my buddy. All right, guys. There's 22 likes on this video. Why the F is there only 22 likes in this video? Here's what's going to happen. We're going to get some gizmo. Okay? And Gizmo is going to hump you. He's going to make sexy time with your face with his furry cock. The cock of Gizmo, the Gizmo cock. Hit that like button and you'll see the butthole of Gizmo. No, he doesn't, unfortunately. Hit the goddamn like button, kids. You're sitting here, you're watching, you're enjoying it. Nobody is giving me any money. Nobody's paying me. Nobody's having to watch any commercial. I think some advertisements might still be happening, but the point is, you're getting free entertainment. So at the very least, hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. Give me something. The like button is, at the very least, something you can do. Just saying, you know, fat guy, you're not so bad. Here's a like button that doesn't mean anything. Hit the like button. Listen to me. I am Gizmo, and I am now in your soul. Hit the like button. Hit it! Oh, all right. Gizmo, go back on the shelf, dude. You need to calm down. Gizmo's on the shelf, but Stone Cold Steve Austin, you stupid jackass, he's here, and he tells you to hit that like button, you sons of bitches, or I'm going to put the 316 on your ass. All right, there's Stone Cold Steve Austin. If you guys want to call in, now's the time on Skype. David Van Cura, DAVIDVANCURA. And, of course, that number, 702-751-2902. Let's go back to Discord, see if anybody is still waiting. Let's bring in Mr. Irish. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey.
Hey there, you poor ting.
Oh, don't start.
What? What do you got for me?
I wanted to chime in. I think the YouTube should have intervened sooner in the Stereo 5 thing. They should have more of a. They should be able to look for these kind of things. I know it's a big company, but it's abuse at the end of the day in some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of problems here because it's not only a big company, but that's a big channel. That channel is approaching 1 million subs. There needs to be a time, and especially now where YouTube is forcing all channels, if they want to make money, to get at least 10,000 views before they even get reviewed. There needs to be more audits of channel. And I know a lot of people are upset over the fact that people's content is now being regulated a little bit more. But the reality is, if you're going to run an actual business where money is being distributed between people and there's advertisers involved, well, there needs to be some sort of control and some sort of content, audit every now and then to make sure stuff like this is not, especially in the upper echelons of YouTube. If you're close to 1 million subs, you're over 1 million subs, somebody needs to be watching what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Adam Taylor says, how do you donate? In the description box, there's a link. Hit that link and you can donate whatever you like. Boom. What else you got, Mr. Irish?
But exactly, if you have 1 million subs, like that's a lot of people. So much people watching these channels. Like it's, abuse is abuse, and it's not right in any acting fake. Like when I saw the story, first, like, Philly D did a great job. Like, come on.
Oh, Philly D killed it. He absolutely killed it.
He knocked it out of the park. Keemstar, I don't know, didn't really do as a good
Keemstar
job.
did a horrible job. He fumbled over
what I
it,
mean?
and he did it with the intent of burying Philly D. That's the thing that bothers me. Yes, I understand.
That's what he does all the time. So it's.
Oh yeah, I get that. But in this situation, Keem had a chance to really, really, truly act in the best interest of somebody that needed help. He could have really done that. But he was so transparent of what he was trying to do was take down somebody else. And look, Philly D even threw a shot at Keemstar, and I don't think that anybody even caught it. During Philly D's video where he was calling out the family for blaming him for everything, he actually cited the interview and played clips from the interview on Drama Alert. Of course, never mentioned Keems by name, because why the fuck would he? But he does say at one point, he says, they were even asked the softball of all softball questions, and they still messed it up. So there was a small shot there, and I actually liked that. I like that he took a little bit of a shot at Keem. And Keem is not magnanimous. He didn't do it like, while they're certainly, I do believe he is a good father. He's probably a good family man and all of that. I will give Keem some credit there because I don't know him like that. So that would be unfair of me to say anything about his parental style or anything like that. I do believe that he had some concern for the family, but it wasn't his ultimate driving force. Yeah. And I think that became very clear.
The rest of it was just intent to destroy someone else, and it didn't work.
No.
It failed absolutely miserably, and he didn't do the best job, so he just lost instantly. When he came out with the next video, he was like, look, I have more evidence. Smacking the son smacking the girl is abuse. It's like he's cheering him on. It's like a fight club.
Yeah. Your Irish internet is failing you. Irish, you're breaking up. I cannot hear anything you're saying. No, I am sorry, Mr. Roboto. I cannot understand you. I'm going to take another caller. I love you, Mr. Irish. You have a good night, buddy.
It's like
nothing. I couldn't understand anything you just said. Love Mr. Irish. He's a fantastic human being. Let's take another call. There's been a guy in Discord for a while now. Dot. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh shit, it's doing it the same here. Oh, sorry. You're into your gaming, aren't you, Dave?
I do love some gaming, yes.
Have you heard about the new Bandai Namco thing they're bringing out, Code Vein?
No. Tell me all about it. Well, tell me a little bit about it.
Basically, they're saying it's a bit like Dark Souls. Not sure if that's the case. It's the people that made God Eater.
Okay.
And it's vampires, basically, in a sort of
we haven't had a
futuristic
good vampire game in a while.
Yeah, exactly. It looks kind of neat. But the more like pressing thing, have you heard about the Tequila Works thing?
No, what's that?
Well, they're making this game called Rhyme.
Okay.
And it's been sort of like in development hell for a while, and it was meant to be coming out exclusively for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And every time Sony was asking for something to show, they weren't bringing anything, so they ended up losing the exclusivity deal.
Okay.
So it's coming out for everything, and Tequila Works are alleging that Sony fanboys on NeoGAF are sort of threatening, like sending credible threats that they're trying to hurt them.
Okay. It's pretty messed up. It's not a shock, kind of though. Fanboys act stupid all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, it's pretty extreme, and it's very rare that you find it with, like, credible evidence, too.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, I know nothing of that situation, so I can't weigh in too much.
Okay, that's fair enough.
You got anything else for me, Mr. ...
No, it was just basically anything to try and put the topic off Daddy of 5.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you for that. All right, buddy. You have a good night.
No problem. It's getting a bit dark. And see you in a bit. Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. If you guys want to donate, we're still drinking medicinal soda. We're eating peppers. I got all these peppers that we got from a bodegas, and they are nasty. I had one yesterday. Not a lot of fun. We'll eat some peppers. We'll drink some more medicinal sodas. We'll take shots of medicinal water for donations if you guys decide to donate. Boom. So feel free to do so, and we'll drink some more. Let's bring in Miss Aeon. She's never short of opinions. What do you got, Miss Aeon? You're live with Dead on Dave.
Where the fuck is your co-host?
Oh, I sat in tonight. I wanted to make it about you guys. I wanted to make it about the callers tonight. So I decided I was just going to do it solo. I wasn't even sure I was going to do a show tonight. I'm tired. I'm kind of surly, so I just kind of wanted to do it solo.
Ooh, surly, huh?
Yeah, a little surly.
Yeah, I saw that like Tommy didn't do a show because apparently he's having a fun time in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's got the green apple splatters apparently. Yeah.
Ew, green apple? What does that mean?
Poo, diarrhea.
Yeah, no, I mean like, but what is the green apple splatter? What is that supposed to like visualize?
Well,
is it
poop diarrhea,
green?
You get green poo a lot of the times. Most diarrheas are you get the green.
I've never had green diarrhea.
Have you looked?
Yes.
Next time you get diarrhea.
When doesn't look at their poop every once in a while?
Yeah, it's been a while because I'm afraid that I'm gonna see actual cancer inside of my poo. So I stopped like looking because I'm afraid that my body is dying and I haven't gotten the memo yet. So I don't check anything anymore. I don't go to the doctors anymore unless I absolutely need to.
You really should start. You really should start looking at your. You should look at your poop more often. I look at it every time.
Every time, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, it's not gross. It comes out of you, man. Shit happens.
I'm just saying. But next time you take a poo, take a picture of it because if it's a diarrhea poo, I don't care about your regular poos, but your diarrhea poop is I refuse to believe that you don't have the green in there. That's all.
You seriously want me to fucking take a picture of my diarrhea shit?
Yes, I do. And we'll
Send
post
it to
it.
you. I'll do that. I'll fucking message it to you.
We're gonna Twitter the fuck out of this.
Oh my god.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
Somebody in the chat, speaking the truth, I do hate The Walking Dead. I fucking hate The Walking Dead.
Do you really? Why?
I don't like zombie stuff because it's boring.
I don't know.
And I don't care. I'm not a big post-apocalyptic person, really. There's like, it's very rare that like a genre like that genre, like anything from that genre catches my attention. I got lucky with Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. Those are
apparently
amazing.
You're addicted, huh? You found the splendor of Fallout.
I am. Look, man, Liam Neeson, Ron Perlman, Malcolm, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Are you still on Fallout 3? Have you progressed past it yet?
Oh, I'm like, my first one was Fallout 4, and I'm gonna re-download New Vegas now that my semester is over, so I can actually play video games. And I'm gonna go back to whatever the fuck I was doing in New Vegas. I don't even remember. I'm probably gonna have to start a new game.
Oh, you played Fallout before. You just hadn't played Fallout 3.
Yeah, I started with Fallout 4. That was my first one, and I've been going backwards. I don't plan on going any farther back than Fallout 3.
There's no need. Fallout 1 and 2 are different games entirely. They're not even in the same hemisphere. Fallout 3 was I still love that game. Like, I will still go back and play that game because it's so much fun. God,
I actually like Fallout 4 a lot more than Fallout 3.
Overall,
but that's because of the fact that I'm fucking lazy and I don't want to fix my guns and like shit breaks and I just it's like your gun broke and I just stare at it in my inventory go, that was a really good shotgun. I don't know how to fix this. I don't want to Google how to fix this. Then I just drop it and go. It's just like, fuck it. I'll leave you behind.
I love Fallout 4 so much, but it's become, after you get past a certain point, around 10, 15 hours in, the game kind of goes into autopilot mode, where it's just, it's continuous ease of looting and then there's no consequences anymore. You can easily maintain the best guns, best gear. It doesn't really become a challenge after a while. It goes into autopilot mode. That's why I still think to this day, there is not a better game that I've ever played as far as with actual consequences and like actual layers as fucking Skyrim. Still, I love Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim. You can't. Yeah, fuck. Skyrim is just goddamn.
That's the.
I got it on like the PlayStation 3, and I have it on the PC. So, I fucking love Skyrim.
If I ever get a Switch and that comes out, I will be playing it on the Switch. I love that game.
You can't really beat Skyrim, especially with all like the DLC. It just makes it like 1,000 times better.
Scrolls, I would like to see another Elder Scrolls, like another game, like Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever. But I want to see a Skyrim 2. I want to see Elder Scrolls Skyrim 2. Call it 5.1. I don't give a shit. I want to stay in that world. That was so much fun. It was perfect.
That was
perfect.
I liked being a cat person. I wish there was more racism in the game, though. There wasn't enough racism.
There's not enough racism. That's true.
There really is not. Like, you play a cat person, no one fucking likes the cat people, but everyone's fine with you for some reason.
I don't know. The lizard people don't let you. They're discriminated against too. Shit. Depending on the town that you're in.
I want somebody to be racist toward me in the game, but like I play a lizard and no one gives a shit. No. And it's like you're shitting on every other person of my species, but you don't like. But you're okay with me.
Well, you're Dragonborn. You're Dragonborn, so you're.
I like being the Dragonborn and a lizard person because that's just fucking funny. It's like literally a dragon.
By the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but you like music, right?
Yeah.
Do you like the hip hop?
No.
Well, there's one hip hop.
However, I do like Real Talks. Hip hop is pretty good.
You see, you knew where I was going.
I've question. You know,
shit,
like,
yeah,
what,
I'm
has
trying
Real
to
Talk
plug.
released anything recently?
Yes. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he did. As a matter of fact, oddly that you bring that up with absolutely no persuasion at all. Yes. In fact, he did today on 420.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
Of course he did, because he likes that weed.
That's right. War Games is his new single, and it's out on Bandcamp. And you can go check it out right now and buy it for $1. You can support a young, thriving, getting there thriving artist, an amazing artist. He's exemplary in what he does. Go check him out, support him, because why the hell not? He's amazing. He does the theme song here on Dead on Dave Productions. He does a theme song on Tommy C Shot the Point. He's Real Talk Metaphor Messiah. Bandcamp, it's in the description box. Go get War Games. And if you need a little bit more convincing, here's a quick teaser for it. Boom.
Real talk, they gon' know the name. Cause if you step up in this cage, then it's War Games. Time to stand up. Ladies, put your hands up. Wanna lock me up, but I'm too smart for they handcuffs. Got a bad bitch, she swear to God that she be feeling me.
Hells yeah. Hey, am I the only one that when I listen to that song that I hear Fred Durst? I feel like he just listened to a hell of a lot of Limp Bizkit before he did this song. I hear like Fred Durst.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Ladies, put your hands up. I'm like, oh yeah. Fucked up rhyme and fucked up times, you know. I just hear Fred Durst.
This is a great song. I'm gonna buy it.
It is a good song.
I have $1. I'm willing to support. I'm willing to support a great person.
I agree.
A great man.
I agree.
Smoke that 420, man. You gotta get that weed.
Get that smoking on.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta get that.
You are done with school for the semester. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm done till August.
Congratulations. And
Yeah,
you'll
then
be
I'm gonna be
returning
back
to some of your duties here on Dead on Day Productions. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be back on trivia next week. Woo!
We got a poll up right now for this week's trivia because we're still going to keep doing it viewer.
If it had to be Pokemon, I wanted to do Pokemon. So bad.
You know, the last I checked, Pokemon was leading. Let's see where it is now because I want to know. Let's find out.
Yeah, because I was looking at that and I was going like, if somebody fucking says Pokemon, because I was going to do Disney when I came back, and then Disney happened. I was like, I'll do Pokemon. And now Pokemon's on the poll.
All right, well, check it out. Here it is. This is the official right now. We still got a whole nother day that you can vote. Actually, almost, a whole nother 24 hours at the very least. 36 hours, probably. Pokemon is leading with 35%. Movies at 29, sports at 17, and music at 19. So it looks like we have a 2-theme race. 127 votes so far. That was only 10 hours ago. Thank you guys for that support. Get out there, share this around. Let's get some more votes, and we will see if Pokemon will finally be the theme for trivia night. That'll be a lot of fun.
God, I really want to do the Pokemon one. I want to run that so bad. I fucking love Pokemon.
Well, that would be this week, though. And you're
I
not
could do
running
this
it
week.
You're going to run this week? Now you want to run this
Yeah,
week?
I was talking to my mom today. We're not doing anything on Saturday because her birthday's next week. So next weekend she's going to be going camping with her boyfriend. But this weekend, I think she's doing something on Saturday with him, and then Sunday, I think this one we're doing shit. So if that's the case, then I'm actually free on Saturday.
Well,
I want to do
know
Pokemon
for certain, and we'll figure all that out.
Let me do Pokemon.
You really want to do Pokemon.
I love Pokemon.
Melanie's mama's birthday is next week as well. What day? The 27th for Melanie's mom's birthday. What's your mom's birthday?
26th.
26th, the day before. But Melanie's mom is considerably older than yours.
How old?
How old is yours?
She's going to be 60?
Yes. Add 27 years.
Okay, then.
26, excuse me. Yeah, she'll be 86 this year. Holy shit.
Speaking of Pokemon, a wild Spinarak appeared and then disappeared.
Yes.
You mentioned Pokemon, so I figured I should pull up Pokemon Go. I haven't touched it in like
fair enough
months.
I'm in a competition right now with Billy the Fridge. Billy the Fridge and I are
I've
going
been
back and
seeing
forth.
that going on the Twitters.
I was so happy that he even knew who I was. I was surprised that he knew who I was. I actually, the funny thing was, he just responded to one of my Pokemon Go tweets one day. I didn't tag him. He just responded, and we've been talking a lot. And what an awesome guy, man! Billy the Fridge is just an awesome.
I love Billy the Fridge.
I want to get him on Nerd and the Jerk so bad. I think he'd be great there.
That'd be fucking awesome, dude.
That'd be a lot of fun. But we're competing, and the last I checked, I am ahead of Billy the Fridge in the Pokedex war.
Yeah, it looks like that's the last time I saw was like you're kicking his ass.
I'm up by 1. It's an ass kicking.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you're doing the best you can. I'm impressed because I figured you would be getting your ass kicked harder.
You would think, but all I do is walk now. It's like,
yeah, I know. That's when you have the advantage. Unlike Billy the Fridge, you don't have a life.
Yeah, I don't. I'm medically retired from the Army. I don't have a job. You're
not a rapper.
My daughter's 12 now. You know, she doesn't need me to. I don't have to like hold her hand through everything. I can basically do what I want. I take 2-hour walks. That's it. You know, that's all I do. So.
You know, speaking of Billy and rapping, I thought I heard through the grapevine that Real Talk was doing a rap track with Billy.
You mean?
And speaking of Real Talk, you guys should buy War Games on Bandcamp.
Through the grapevine, do you mean in the chat right now? Because that's exactly what.
Yes. Yes. I was like, I saw them like I see he transitioned to advertise his new track, War Games on Bandcamp for $1. Help him buy the weed.
Support his weed habit.
I'm assuming that's what people sound like when they smoke weed. They go, yeah.
I think you're going a little strong on it, but it works. It works.
Man, I'm mimicking Trevor from Cow Shop, man. I don't know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Hey, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go to bed.
Cool. I'm gonna not go to bed.
All right, Miss Aeon, you have a good night.
You too.
Talk to you later. All right, good stuff there. Thank you guys so much for supporting this. Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack. Oh, what? My arm just like it didn't go the regular numb that it always goes. But I think it's too low. I think I'm having a heart attack. Oh, this might be it. I've been waiting for a long. I think this is it. I think this is because I'm fat and I was morbidly obese for a long time. Yeah, but not anymore. No, but I mean, still the damage that I probably did to my heart. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm probably gonna die. I'm just saying. Okay. Now it might have just been a cramp. I think I'm okay. Maybe the heart attack isn't happening right now. I think we should be fine.
You shouldn't chuck beers.
Maybe you should shut your goddamn mouth.
I hurt my elbow.
I don't care. Go to the doctor. Stop being a klutz. Stop being a clumsy woman.
I wasn't klutz.
You are a klutz. Babe, you hit your head on that fucking door every day. We have a blind that goes down a little bit, and she slaps her fucking head on that thing every day, multiple times a day. Explains a lot. All right, there you go, guys. I love you. Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Day Productions. Hopefully you guys had a very fun time tonight. I had a good time, and I appreciate it. And we will see you next time right here on Dead on Day Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, make sure you're checking out everything that's going on within the community. Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, and his brand new song, War Games. Jeff the Huff Huffman over at Huffman's Hangout. Tommy C over at Tommy C's SFTP. Tommy NC 2010 over on his channel. My man Too Tall. Why do I always do that? Too Tall is back. He just put out a video today. Go check out Too Tall. So many people. Vega, the Lord Vega. He makes fucking movies. Go check him out. So many people. Make sure you are checking everybody's out, because if you don't have talent, have talented friends. That's what it really comes down to. Keep it copious, folks. And peace.
Here's your